Hi guys, Lookfuck here and welcome to another FIFA 21 SBC video. It is Thursday, it is 6 PM and EA have given us two new SBCs. Our third Flashback SBC of FIFA 21 and also the League Honor Player of the Month, Jonathan Bamba. We'll have a look at Bamba in another video a little bit later on tonight, but first of all, I want to focus with the more probably exciting of the two cards. I was hoping this was going to be Mbappe, but it isn't, so we'll have a look at him a little bit later on. But yes, Sami Khedira, Flashback Sami Khedira, two segments, two of 86 rated. It'd be interesting to see if he's been getting given any reduction to his stats. Like, let's have a look at the little info thing here. It says, in a Flashback, Sami Khedira celebrating his prolific 2012-2013 La Liga season, which was, of course, with Real Madrid. It is there for the next week, the SBC as well. I'm also hoping tomorrow that we might get some news on Prime Icons, because we are supposed to get Icon SBCs towards the end of November. Could they come tomorrow? Will they come the following Friday? They're very much around the corner. But anyway, let's have a look at the Sami Khedira card. So it's there for a week. I'm just saying that, you know, if you're wanting to get Icons, you know, you don't have to rush and do this SBC. You might want to wait until the weekend and see if we get any news on Icons tomorrow. And if we don't get any news tomorrow, go and do Khedira if you're like a massive fan of Khedira or something like that. But he requires an 83 rated squad with 1 inform, which gives a awful pack in return, and another bad pack in return for an 86 rated squad. Okay. Let's have a look at his in-game stats. His base stats look decent. I mean, not the best in terms of player traits. 2-star skills, doesn't matter. 4-star weak foot. Medium. 6'2" is going to be good for a box-to-box midfielder or a CDM. Either position would be fine to play him in. His pace is pretty decent. His shooting stats are actually really good. I'd want to play him as a box-to-box midfielder, looking at those shooting stats. You know what I mean? Because shooting, you're gonna get you're gonna get the best of two worlds. You're gonna get his good or his pretty decent attacking stats, and also his nice defense stats at the same time. I'll completely understand people want to use him as a CDM though as well, because he's got great defensive stats. Their quality, his physicality, superb. His dribbling as well, to be fair, is actually class. Like, 70 agility and 72 balance aren't the worst for a centre midfielder. And of course, you can increase those a little bit as well. But he's got 88 dribbling, 88 ball control, his composure, and his reaction to top class. His passing is immaculate. That's a good card. I think this has been the best of the Flashback SBCs. I think he's better than Koscielny Flashback. I think he's better than Witsel Flashback. An 86 rated and an 83 rated, wasn't it, with 1 Team of the Week? Of course, a lot of you guys might have been able to have grinded those Team of the Week upgrade packs. This SBC, this particular segment won't cost any more than 30,000 coins. And this one will probably cost about, what, 70 or 80,000 coins. I'm not sure if 86 has gone up in the past few days because of certain SBCs like Heung-min Son that require higher rated squads, Alexandro, Orizabal and stuff like that as well. But I honestly think that's a really good SBC. I want to compare him with other Serie A. If I had a Serie A team, I'd do him. I would. I think that's a top class card. I'd like to use him here, but I can't fit him in, can I? And I'm running like a big Brazilian style road to glory this year, obviously with the exception of Luis Suarez. There's no way to fit him in, is there? I mean, I could do, and then link him with Bruno Perez. Nah, it's too complicated, isn't it, for me to work him into the team, which is a shame, because I think he's a good card, man. I gotta be honest. I think if you're running a Serie A team, this is a player that you should seriously consider. I think his stats look top class. I think he would be he works for the meta at this stage, to give him my personal opinion. I rate this card a lot, I've got to be honest, and I think it's decent requirements. I don't think EA have been cheeky. I don't think they've been unfair with the price. I think they've been very reasonable. And, you know, we talk about great box-to-box players. I want to have a look at that informed Vidal that we got yesterday. Now, Vidal lacks loads in pace, does have more shooting, has a lot less passing, a lot less dribbling, less physicality, and less defense. And what does this card cost? I don't want to check the ones to watch card. I just want to check, not the FUT Champions one, just the Team of the Week one. It is. Now, what does a tradable Vidal card go for? Obviously, it isn't as good as Sami Khedira, but it'll be interesting just to kind of gauge a price for him on the market. Is he overpriced because of the name, you know, Toro Vidal? A fantastic player over many seasons now. Okay, he's only going for like 40,000 coins, maybe slightly less than that. So of course the SBC would cost more to complete if you were having to buy other players off the market and stuff like that. But obviously Sami Khedira is comfortably a better card than that Vidal one. So also Also, in terms of CDMs from the Serie A, who have we got? We have Lucas Leiva, who's an 84 rated. I'm struggling to think of who else is actually a decent rating. And there it is. There's just no one of good. Lucas Leiva and Brozovic, yeah, they might be 84 rated, but they don't fit the meta. They lack in too much. So if you want to choose him as a CDM, he will be the best CDM in the Serie A without question, and he'd probably be the best box-to-box midfielder as well in the Serie A. I think Savic lacks in pace too much. His defense, that's very well. They're not bad, I suppose, but they're not on the level of Sami Khedira at all. Artur's actually a pretty decent player to use in game, lacks in pace a little bit. I'm a fan of that Khedira card. This is actually a card that it's not in the position. For example, we talk about how many good left wingers there are and how many good right wingers there are, already in the game. This is a position that there's actually not too many good players in this particular, centre mid CDM role in Serie A. It's a very underwhelming position in terms of that. We don't have that many class players in that position. So if you've got a Serie A team, I'd be doing him. I would. I rate that card a lot. I'd be very surprised if he wasn't good in game. I think he represents good value for money, in my personal opinion. So I think that's a fantastic SBC. I'm actually really, really happy with that. I'm very encouraged to see that EA are going and they're starting to fill gaps in the market. That's one gap filled now. We've got now a good player to be able to work towards. Obviously you can't go and buy him off the market. He's only going to be there for the next week or whatever. But yeah, if you've got a Serie A team, I'd do this SBC in my personal opinion. But anyway, guys, hopefully you have enjoyed watching, and I'll see you guys later.